This video is about graphing linear equations, or in other words, graphing equations of lines. So how do I graph a linear equation? In my experience, the easiest way to do this is to focus on graphing from a particular form of a line known as slope-intercept form. Many of you have heard this as y equals mx plus b. What we're going to do is write the equation in slope-intercept form. We're going to identify the b, all right, which is also known as our y-intercept, and we're going to graph that. After I plot the y-intercept, I'm going to use the slope, or the m, to move using the idea or the basic definition of slope as rise over run. And then if necessary, so that'll give us a second point. And then if necessary, we're going to keep using that to find other points as well. Once I have the points, I draw the line through the coordinate plane. So let's look at a couple examples here. The first equation I have already given us in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. And what that tells me is the y-intercept is -5. So I go to my coordinate plane, and where -5 is on the y, I put a dot. The second step is to use the slope. Now the slope here is going to be rise of 7, run of 5. But from where? We go from the point that we just graphed. I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, creating another point there. Now on this coordinate plane, those would be the only points that I could fit on this picture, and 2 points is enough to draw a line. Now even though my line's not perfectly straight, I've got those 2 points clearly defined, so if anybody wanted to check my graph, it's easy to check. Let's look at a second scenario. What if the line's not given in slope-intercept form? Well, the first thing that I need to do is I need to change this equation from what's known as standard form to slope-intercept form. To do that, I'm going to take the equation. I'll do this work over on the side. 4x plus 5y equals -5. My focus is I got to get y by itself. So I use my solving strategies. I need to move the 4x, or subtract 4x from both sides. That leaves me with 5y equals -4x minus 5. So I wrote it as -4x minus 5 for 2 reasons. Number one, I can't put them together. All right, they're not like terms. And secondly, I was thinking in advance of this slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. I want it looking like that over on the right side. So the next thing I need to do is get y by itself by dividing everything by 5. And then I'm going to rewrite and simplify this. I have y equals -4/5 x, and -5 divided by 5, that would be -1. This is the exact same equation as what we started with. This is exactly the same as what else I have highlighted there. It's just written in a different form. To graph this line, I plot -1 for the y-intercept. The slope here says go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, creating a point there. Now, I can't go down and right any further, which the slope is telling me to do. But another way that I could move, instead of down and right, I could move up and left. So I'm going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, and left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you notice, these 3 points are all in line with one another. Once again, my drawing of the line is not perfect, but that gives you an idea. Hopefully this helps with slope. Let me know if you have any questions.